I can literally write an entire book about this particular topic. This video, like all other videos on this channel, is for awareness purposes only. This message will not apply to everybody. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. This world, although full of light, love, and hope, is also and equally filled with dark hate and evil. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself consumed with the bad parts, all in the name of love. Laying in the bed, feeling uneasy, something ain't quite right. Instead of being prayed for, you're being preyed on. You might be sleeping with the enemy. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Self-love is currency. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more content as such. To all of my returning subscribers, my day ones, my OGs, thank you all so very much for all the likes, comments, shares, all of the continued support. I truly do appreciate you. So special shout out to all of y'all. Hope y'all are doing well, full of light, love, and abundance. Sending some positive vibes your way. Without further ado, let's get back into it. And as I stated before, this message will not apply to everybody. This message is for awareness purposes only. I'm hoping that it is not too long. However, I do want to be let's say obedient. Yeah, we will roll with that because I've been feeling this on my heart and soul for a while, just putting this particular video out there, hoping that someone, a group, two people, three people, even if it's just one person, get something out of it, to save somebody, to spread awareness, to create a space of authenticity and also healing. This is episode 9 of our Reveal to Heal series, where the more that we reveal, the more that we heal, the more that we heal, the more that we reveal aspects and layers of ourselves, which truly puts us in alignment with our purpose and also like minded people. So, yes, sleeping with the enemy. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself consumed with the bad parts, all in the name of love. And I use that word loosely. Also, a very quick disclaimer, if y'all hear some paper rattling in the back, this is another journal prompt of mine. If you hear a pause or some space, that's me trying to gather my thoughts and also read my writing. I use that term word. I use that word loosely. You consider, and see, is that love, but it's not. You unconditionally love this person. You look at them with the eyes of love while they look at you with envy, jealousy, and sometimes even hate or disdain. And I know that that is crazy. Like, how can you be in relationship with somebody or even in a situationship with somebody and they hate you? Trust and believe it happens, and those situations do exist. And if you found yourself in a relationship or a situationship or you're currently going through that, this message might be for you. But these individuals hide it very well, how they feel about you for real, amid all the perfectly curated photos on social media and even amid friends and family, thinking that you're such a perfect couple. You can't help but shake this feeling, though, this disturbing thought that they don't really like you like that. They're with you because of maybe convenience. They don't want to be alone. You make them look good and bring value to their life. Or maybe they don't want to address their own traumas, and being with somebody, shit, sometimes for people is 10 times better than being alone to face their own demons. I'll never forget that night I turned over in bed and saw his eyes in blank stare when our eyes met. It wasn't a look of love, it was cold and disturbing. I could literally feel the tension. The fact that he was just laying there staring at the back of my head for however long was crazy to think. I ended up saying, "Good night, I love you." He responded, "Good night, I love you too." But I knew it was fake, or at least I felt that way. That night, like many others, it was very difficult to sleep. You ever feel so much tension in the air? The energy is dead off with a person to where you can't calm yourself down. Feels like a controlled panic attack in the most convenient way because you feel something is terribly wrong. You may have some proof, but you don't even know the half. Do not settle for men who don't hype you up, ladies. And this can also go for men too. Do not settle for partners that do not hype you up, but will rather humble you. They withhold compliments, validation, and praise just to make you second guess yourself and doubt yourself. You can't seem too much like the prize because that's how they want to feel. Mm. They only want you looking good for the purpose of making them look good. That narcissistic supply. You looking good, you eating down from the head to your feet is making them look good, which is directing more attention to them. If that ain't self serving, I don't know what is. So they only want you looking good for the purpose of making them look good. You're a good accessory. Mm. Something nice to have on their arm. Good for photos, families, friends, and events. But behind closed doors, they silently judge and criticize you. They mock you and nag you. If you don't know what negging is, you can go ahead and head to Google. But I did write it down, so I'm gonna just read what I have here on my paper. Negging is a form of emotional manipulation where someone delivers backhanded compliments or insults disguised as flirtatious remarks in an attempt to undermine a person's confidence and make them seek the manipulator's approval. And even as I'm reading that, that sounds like some dark ass magic. It's a form of can't even talk here. Emotional manipulation, where someone delivers backhanded compliments or insults disguised as flirtatious remarks. Why would you even go that far to disguise your true intentions with flirting? It's beyond me. So, this can look like somebody telling you, you look great, but you look bad as hell. Like, you'll really just have it if you have fuller lips or bigger breasts. This may look like somebody saying, "You're so sensitive. I can never joke with you. Damn. How am I supposed to be myself and joke with you, my partner, when the joke is about you?" That's mad weird. They're calling you weak, but that's supposed to be a joke when it's really demeaning you and a hit below the belt disguised as a joke. Let's not even talk about goals and openly sharing your goals and aspirations. If, when mentioning your goals, they get quiet, don't ask questions, or give off an unenthused hater energy, run. I'm not even playing. Because how can you coexist with somebody? You might be at their place, making dinner. They may be over your place. You might be making dinner and y'all just hanging out. Vibes are cool for the most part. Then, whenever you go to bring up a goal or an aspiration, they get quiet. They don't have anything to say. That's weird. That's mad weird. I had somebody once tell me that they didn't really understand the whole purpose of creating a business around self love, healing, and spirituality. And that comment made my stomach turn. It gave me the ick because I had also went through great lengths to pull up similar websites and spiritual businesses to help paint the picture. So I gave them visuals of other businesses that were created with the same basis. And they were still committed to misunderstanding me. which goes into my next point. They are committed to misunderstanding you on purpose because they want you to feel isolated, unsupported. They want you to have no dreams at all. No matter how fake they come off, this is the real tea. This is spirituality for real. I also remember telling this person that I wanted to create an ebook and sell it, even though I only and currently have around 500 IG followers. So the goal was to charge roughly, $10 around there per ebook. And I remember them roughly saying with hostility, that's not that many followers. And they were getting mad. And in my mind, I'm just like, why are they getting so mad about a goal of mine and me just telling them the vision that I have for, my channel and um, different products that I want to offer. It was very off putting. The energy was very weird and off putting as well. And I'm still currently confused. I'm not even gonna say I'm confused because obviously this video would not exist, but to have such an experience clear as day in your face happen in real time, that's why videos like this exist. And I feel like that's why other content creators who have or put out similar content who've gone through experiences put it out, because some people would never believe that situations like this happens, but it does. And this is just to, as I state, initiate healing and spread overall awareness. As the saying goes, you need to be extremely silent when it comes to your goals. Tell nobody, not even sometimes your partner. If you can't trust them or they don't show genuine support, keep it to yourself, because you could be unknowingly entertaining and sharing your goals with the devil, letting them know how to infiltrate you. Now y'all arguing about something and your energy is thrown off and you're not even in the right headspace to work on your business plan, create content, to apply for that job and or promotion. Demonic people enjoy sowing seeds of doubt to um they enjoy sowing seeds of doubt, no matter if that's your partner, lover, it does not matter. That's why you have to be careful about who you entertain and enter a relationship with on an intimate level, because they can derail you from your purpose. Let's not talk energy siphoning during sexual activities. Um this is something that y'all can look up too. They have a lot of toxic, I said toxic, TikTok videos about like women before and after relationships, or just energy siphoning in general during sex. That's a real thing. When you're sleeping with the enemy, sex can seem very dark and transactional. Now, if you are familiar with the psychology behind narcissism, it's very transactional. And this how it can feel if you are quote unquote sleeping with the enemy. Transactional. Although they get more from you than you get from them, warlocks, magicians, Jezebels, or people operating in demonic energy or who have demonic entity attachments use SMEX to siphon life force, creative, and vital energy. That's why you're drained. That's why your glow is gone. Your hair and nails are brittle. Your mind is scattered and all over the place. You can't even concentrate at work and stay on task, because you're thinking about the manipulation, the deception, the gaslighting, the things that they said, the negging comments or backhanded compliments they may have said the night before or the morning before you left for work. And you in your mind like, did they really say that? Or maybe they didn't mean this. So you going back and forth in your mind, confused. And this is because you're being spiritually wooed at home. These are all signs to look out and pay attention to look out for and pay attention to. And if the person you're with romantically or in a relationship with calls you out of your name or is physically abusive, you're sleeping with the enemy. Period, point blank. God didn't bring you this far to be in a relationship with anybody who is not addressing you with respect and calling you by your rightful name. Because calling you anything other than your name, they're trying to humiliate you, harm you, degrade you. And the same goes for physical, emotional, and verbal abuse. You cannot say you truly love someone if you continue to hurt them. Real love isn't associated with pain. And let's forgive and forget gifts and gestures and flowers until the next time comes around and you're angry again. And then, on top of all that, they'll blame you for their rage. It was your fault. I called you a itch. It was your fault. You caught me chatting it up with Sarah. That was all you. Them not taking accountability continues this cycle of abuse. Also, another one that I thought of on the latter end, a red flag, something to pay attention to, something that needs to trigger. Am I sleeping with the enemy? Gossip. Women are notorious for gossiping, but pay attention to your partner. Um, and this is if you're dating a man. Pay attention to your partner if they say things about others. And this is beyond pillow talk or him feeling comfortable to vent and confide, because that is needed in a honest and true relationship on both parties. Y'all know what gossip is. Y'all not um oblivious to that. These type of men love a sounding board or soapbox to passively bash or talk shit about people to make themselves seem superior. Again, alluding to narcissistic behavior. You know, they could be talking about this friend asking for money all the time to insinuate that they're broke to make them seem superior. Um, just as they are talking with you about others, they will talk about you to others too, bringing up things that they haven't said one word to you about, making you out to be the problem, crazy, erratic, crashing out. This particular scenario goes into triangulation. If you don't know what that term means, go look it up on Google, because they're now involving other people and their perception of you is altered. So now they are trying to put out a negative narrative about you to other people based upon what lies or have truths they've told. So they're only telling things from a one sided perspective to keep their image intact. But if that means um, making you look bad or be seen in a negative light, excuse me, they will do so. And my last and final point is confusion. If you are met with confusion, God is not the author of confusion. And if you have to tell yourself that repeatedly to really let that marinate in your soul to get clarity on whether or not you're sleeping with the enemy. Yes, this was from my perspective as a woman dating men, but this could also be the other way around if you're a man dating a woman. And however way it works for you, you could be involved with somebody romantically that might have been sent to, kill, steal, and destroy. But this whole confusion situation, do they love me? How do they feel? Um, how is this going to work? Are they hiding something? Just And this is, again, everybody has insecurities and things that you're working on. But if you're constantly in a confused state, it's probably because you're being gaslit, abused, manipulated. But they're also love bombing you. They may even be showering you with gifts, trips, date, which is leverage. Because now you're like, oh, well, they're not that bad. They just um, bought me that bracelet a couple weeks ago. They send flowers to my job every week. We're constantly going on dates and we getting hella passport stamps. I don't know, whatever case or scenario works for you. These things can be seen as gifts, to the outsider, but they are seeds of manipulation, leverage, and also confusion. They're meant to put you in a confused state because if you take all of that away, then maybe you would see the truth and have more ammunition, I guess, and a clear path to actually walk away from that yes. But just think about it. If it has you confused, worried, fearful, filled with doubt, anxiety, have you questioning your self worth, self esteem, it's not of God, it's not divine, it's not true. If your spirit is rejecting it, it is not true. It's not in alignment with who you are on a soul level. You should feel seen, valued, respected, validated, and safe. And if not, you just might be sleeping with the enemy. If you are still tuned into this video, go ahead and click that like button and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more content and such. Thank you all so much for your continued support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Oh, really quick, if you can resonate with this video on any type of level, drop your comments down below. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.